Gold Diggers of 1933.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to TCM. I'm Ben Mankiewicz. At first glance, our next film would likely be described as a Western, but the story is more of a suspense thriller that could take place in any setting or time period. It stars Tyrone Power and Susan Hayward facing off against some dangerous criminals, in this case, stagecoach bandits. From 20th Century Fox in 1951, it's Rawhide. The story takes place in the town of Rawhide, where Tyrone Power works as a stagecoach manager. When Susan Hayward and her young niece come through, Power and his boss, played by Edgar Buchanan, convince Hayward to stay because they've heard a band of outlaws might be waiting at the next station. But unfortunately, their information is wrong, and the bandits show up in Rawhide and take over the station there. Hugh Marlowe stars as the lead villain, a role some sources say was intended for Richard Widmark. The screenplay comes from acclaimed screenwriter Dudley Nichols, who was no stranger to Westerns. He was a frequent collaborator with John Ford, writing one of Ford's most famous Westerns, 1939's Stagecoach. Speaking of 1939, that was the last year Tyrone Power had appeared in a Western, starring as the title character in Jesse James. But Power's 12-year absence from the Western genre was nothing compared to Rawhide director Henry Hathaway. Hathaway also knew his way around a Western, but it had been 20 years since he had directed one. Made up for lost time after Rawhide, though, going on to direct Westerns like The Sons of Katie Elder, Nevada Smith, and True Grit, the movie that won John Wayne his only Best Actor Oscar. Also starring Dean Jagger, Jack Elam, and George Tobias from 1951. Here's Rawhide.